Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel. Today we bring you the latest breaking news and analysis from South Sudan. Please, before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this channel so more people can hear the truth. Now let us go into today's news. According to the information reaching us this September 13, 2025, the SSPDF, South Sudan People Defense Force, launched a gunship attack in Ayod County, an area where many Nuer lived. This attack came just a day after the Nuer spiritual leader, Machar, a respected Nuer leader, wrote a letter to President Salva Kiir demanding the immediate release of Dr. Machar and other detained opposition leaders, including Potkang and Duoplam. In his letter, Machar warned that if Kiir failed to release Dr. Machar and the other, he would launch an attack on Malakal in Upper Instead of responding with dialogue, today, September 13, 2025, Kiir government responded with bombardment on civilians in Machar-Tut's hometown. Thankfully, no casualties have been reported so far, but the situation is still developing and could escalate in the coming days. Brothers and sisters, this is very worrying. Instead of dialogue, the government is using violence on its own people. Bombing civilians never bring peace. It only creates more anger and division. We must say clearly that bombing is not the solution. Dialogue is the only way forward. Civil society activist Edmund Yakani, executive director of CEPO, has raised a strong concern about the suspension of first Vice President Dr. Machar. Last week, President Salva Kiir suspended Machar and Petroleum Minister Potkang Chol pending trial over charges related to the March clash in Nasser when SSPDF and the Nuer Army clash that led to hundreds of soldiers and army men and civilians dead. The charges include murder, treason, conspiracy, financing terrorist act, and crime against humanity. Yakani say this suspension will seriously affect the implementation of the peace agreement, since many critical activities under Machar's office are now on hold. Yakani explained that the president did not dismiss Machar but suspended him so he could face trial. However, if the trial drags on for years, the first Vice President office will remain paralyzed. And if Machar office is paralyzed, then the peace process itself will be paralyzed as well. Yakani is calling on judiciary to move quickly and all open, transparent court session, so the people of South Sudan can trust the process. Well, this is very dangerous moment. Without Dr. Machar, the peace deal is hanging by a thread. If his office is suspended for a year, the agreement may collapse. We need justice, but we also need peace. I think the government should look for a political solution rather than dragging the country into another civil war. On March 26, 2025, Dr. Machar was placed under house arrest by security forces. Soldiers surrounded his residence in Juba, effectively cutting him off from the outside world. Since then, he has not been allowed to meet with his defense team until now. The meeting happened on Friday, September 12, 2025, lasting almost 2 hours. It is seen as the first step in his legal defense strategy. The Justice Minister, Joseph Geng Akech, formally announced that Dr. Machar and 7 others face serious charges, including murder, treason, and crime against humanity. These charges are linked to a March attack on military base in Nasser, Upper Nile State. According to government officials, more than 250 soldiers lost their life in that attack. Authorities blame the Y Army militia, which they allege was under Machar command. Following the announcement, President Salva Kiir Mayardit suspend Machar from his position as first by president. The suspension also extended to Petroleum Minister Port Kangchul. Both officials will remain suspended until the trial reach a conclusion. Well, Machar defense team include prominent lawyers such as Kurlwal Kur and Warenyang Kir Warenyang. Interestingly, former Justice Minister Robin Madola Arol, who is now in private practice, was blocked from attending the meeting. The final structure of defense team is not yet decided. One source close to the matter explained this is the first meeting. Some lawyers are volunteering, but the final list will be settled in the coming week. Meanwhile, the SPLIO Legal and Legislation Committee, headed by Dr. Riang Yador, is also proposing additional name of the legal team. Opposition officials revealed that over 70 members of Machar personal security are still detained at the Tiger Division facility in Juba. Among those still missing are Deputy Governor and Minister from Lake State. Officials also named 13 individuals still at large, including senior figures like Oyen Nathaniel, Palmai, Ye Dak, and Pogbot Balwang. Despite the tension, one opposition figure confirmed that Machar appeared to be in good health during the meeting. My comment, this trial is going to test South Sudan justice system like never before. Many people believe these charges are political motivated. Others fear that the trial could reignite conflict if handled unfairly. What South Sudan needs right now is peace, dialogue, and fairness, not revenge politics. The government must ensure transparency if the country is to move forward. Africa leaders gathered in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia for the second Africa Climate Summit from September 8 to 10 this month. The summit brought together President Salva Kiir Mayardit and other African heads of state to discuss climate challenge facing the continent. The leader agreed that Africa needs $3 trillion by 2030 to meet its climate goal. But so far, Africa has only received 30 billion between 2021 and 2022. This is less than 2% of what it needed. Discussion at the summit focused on securing financing for climate action, building a coalition of mineral producers for clean energy supply chain, pushing for the full activation of the loss and damage fund so vulnerable nations can get direct access to climate fund. The leader also reminded the world that Africa produce less carbon pollution than most regions but suffer the worst impact of climate change, drought, flood, hunger, and displacement. They are demanding fair climate financing, more grain instead of land, and faster disbursement of resources to avoid worsening Africa's debt crisis. This is the reality. Africa is not the main polluter, yet we pay the highest price. We see flood in South Sudan, drought in East Africa, and food insecurity everywhere. Africa needs real support, not empty promises. I hope the leaders stay united on this, because the future of our children depend on this climate action. We now turn to Western Barghazal state, where violent gang clash after a birthday party has left one person dead and two others seriously injured. The incident happened on Thursday evening, September 11, 2025, according to the report in the Salam neighborhood. Police spokesperson Major Santino Udolmayen explained that a group of army youths from the Kamsin neighborhood stormed into a party in Salam, triggering a deadly confrontation between the two groups. Police confirmed that 6 suspects have already been arrested in connection with violence. The victim, identified as 22-year-old Motan Sim Mohamed Adam, lost his life during the attack. Two other victims, 19-year-old Musa Sabir and 17-year-old Madeline Getano, suffered serious injuries. According to police, Musa lost several teeth after being beaten, while Madeline sustained 8 injuries after being struck with a stone. Both are currently receiving treatment in hospital. Major Udol assured the public that law enforcement is committed to keeping peace in Wau. He also appealed to the families of victims to remain calm and allow justice to take its course. In his words, police will not tolerate gang-related crime that threaten security and stability. Those involved will face the full force of the law. This statement has brought some comfort to the community, but residents remain concerned about the growing issue of gang-related violence in Wow. Well, my comment, it is very sad that young people in our communities are turning to gang, not only in Wow, also across South Sudan. The violence they have chosen is not good. Instead, they should be going for education and work. The government must take this issue seriously. Families also have a role, teaching discipline and guiding the youth away from crime. If do not address this problem early, it will destroy more life in the future. If you are new here to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to subscribe and do not forget to hit the notification bell, so when I upload a new video, it can notify you. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.